The greatest battle you're ever going to go through is going to be from within. Plato said, and I live by this. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. If you can't conquer yourself, you're never going to be able to be anything other than what you've ever seen and heard throughout your entire existence. Every man who seeks greatness, he must face a battle. Not against the world, not against his circumstances, but against himself. The mind, it's the greatest weapon. At the same time, it's the greatest enemy. It's the battlefield where dreams are either realized or destroyed. Socrates once said, the secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. But how many of us are truly willing to let go of the old? Too often, we hold on to the past. Old failures, old doubts, old fears. We let history define our future. We let moments of weakness create our permanent identity. I decided I am not my past. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are the architect of what comes next. Every great transformation begins with a single realization that nothing changes until you do. Or the saying, right guys? Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you wish to change your life, you gotta start with your mind. You must change your mind. Discipline must replace doubt. Action must replace hesitation. Courage has to replace fear. Growth will begin the moment you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility. Nobody is coming to save you. No one will do the work for you. As Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. But understand this, change is not comfortable. It is painful. It is lonely. And it demands more from you than you ever thought you had to give. Your mind will fight you. It'll whisper you, stay where it's safe, stay where it's easy. That voice, the one that tells you to rest, to delay, to settle, that voice is the enemy of your progress. That voice is the reason most people never become who they were meant to be. True growth begins the moment you decide that comfort is no longer an option. You are going to become uncomfortable in your journey to success. Look at the greatest minds in history, the philosophers, the warriors, the innovators. Did any of them live a life of ease? No. They walked through fire. They embraced every second of that struggle. They understood that suffering is what refines a man, the way that fire refines steel. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt, it is not there to break you. It is there to shape you. The hardships you face are not the punishments. They are the lessons. The struggles you endure, they are not the roadblocks. They are your teachers. And if you're truly serious about growth, then you must understand that success is not about external circumstances. It is about an internal transformation. The war within. You say you want success? Then stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is nothing but fleeting. But discipline Discipline is unbreakable. The men and women who rise to the top of any fields do not rely on motivation at all. They rely on consistency. They rely on discipline. They rely on an unshakable belief that no matter how many times they fall, they will rise again. Success is not about talent. It is not about luck. It is about the willingness to endure. Most people quit when things get hard. That's just the brutal, honest truth. They quit when they don't see results fast enough. We live in a fast-paced society. They quit when life pushes back. But quitting is a habit. You hardwired quitting into your DNA. Your family, your friends, everybody who ever started anything and never completed anything. And every time you give up, you reinforce that habit. You train your mind to accept defeat. You live in it. But what if you did the opposite? Really, what if you did the opposite? What if every time you wanted to quit, you pushed harder? What if every time you faced resistance, you took it as a challenge to grow? What if instead of fearing failure, you embraced it as part of the journey? This is what separates the successful from the average, the great from the forgotten, the warriors from the weak. It's that simple fact alone. The price of freedom? You say you want freedom? Then stop avoiding responsibility, because true freedom is not found in avoidance. It is found in mastery. Mastery over your own mind. Mastery over your own habits. Mastery over your own choices. The greatest prison is the one you build for yourself by refusing to change. And many of us know this simple fact. There are two types of people in this world. Those who let life control them, and those who take control of their life. Which one are you? Which one are you? Because the truth is, you will either control your mind, or your mind will control you. You will either discipline yourself, or life will do it for you. You will either rise to your potential, or you will spend your life making excuses for why you never did. And that's deep. The road to greatness is not given. Anybody who is great now, it wasn't given to them. Greatness is forged through struggle, through sacrifice, through relentless commitment to self-improvement. And make no mistake, if you truly want to be great, you will suffer. You will have days when you feel like quitting. You will have moments of doubt where everything in you wants to take the easy way out. You will have failures so painful they will make you question everything. But these are nothing but the moments that will define you. Because in these moments, you will have a choice. You can quit, like most people do, or you can rise. When the world throws obstacles in your way, remember, obstacles are not barriers. They are tests. Will you rise? Will you push forward? Or will you retreat back into comfort? Plato reminds us, the measure of a man is what he does with power. And the greatest power you will ever hold is mastery over your own thoughts and actions. We live in a society where just 90% of people are not in control of their own thoughts. This is not about talent. This is not about luck. This is about who is willing to suffer longer. Who is willing to endure more. Who is willing to do what others won't so they can live a life others can't. Your future is in your hands. You have to choose. You have to commit. You have to wake up every single day with determination to be better than what you were yesterday. So I ask you today, who will you become? Will you remain a prisoner to comfort and fear? Will you let the doubts of yesterday control the actions of today? Or will you rise? Will you take control? Will you build the life you were meant for? choice is yours. It always has been. Your thoughts will shape your reality. Your habits will shape your future. Your discipline shapes your reality. Master yourself, master your mind, and there will be no limit to what you can achieve. Thank you for listening.